am a very boring person when it comes to food. I can eat the same thing every day. Tanya, when you're coming home, what would you like to eat? They expect कि मैं कभी तो कुछ अलग बोलूँगी. Any place in Khaane Market, Big Chill, the bakery. Oh my god.
What is the last food item that you said I would kill for?
Chai. It's very specific, okay? It has to have adrak, it has to have elaichi, tulsi, all of those things. It has to be like, you know, like hug in a cup. I think I indulge in food because it gives me comfort and it's feeding me and it's nourishing me. So thank you.
So I finally got around to watching Kill at 9:30 in the morning yesterday, and only for the love of Tanya. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I know. Thank you. Because my heart and my appetite are both yet to recover from watching the movie. Tanya, has your appetite recovered after being part of Kill, or you're still like getting the appetite back?
I think I'm recovering through food, so I'm very happy to be on this episode of Khaane Mein Kya Hai, because I think I need it now. I need the fuel.
You are amazing, of course. Like, you know, so what has been the kind of love, adulation, you know, and what is going to go forward now for you? You were doing a narration just before this, so it's already happening, people, lots of things happening.
Good things are happening for sure. I'm getting so many messages. I'm getting like Instapay DMs, people who I know were messaging me and everything. Please
and please, you also have. This is, I think you're having the hummus and chicken.
Yes.
And we have lots of yummy things actually. Before I get into it too much, like what exactly on the table is looking good to you right now?
All of it.
Yeah.
All of it. I've had ice cream for lunch today, so I'm really looking forward to this feast.
See, she's such a sweet girl, literally, because she needs a sugar rush like all nice sweet people do, including myself. So I was actually asking Tanya this also. I said, Tanya, what is a nice girl like you who meditates, who is very spiritual, who is a very like sweet girl, you know, doing in the middle of all these very bloody things, you know, like whether it is Kill, whether it is Tooth Pari, like what's the deal with that?
I think blood is just finding me somehow. I'm drawn to blood. But that is what I was telling you. I think Kill was one of the sets where I had to meditate the most because there was so much chaos. So in the middle of it all, when you really have to zone in, and because Tulika's arc was very different from what the story was doing overall for other characters. So just finding that sort of balance, I think within me was very important, which is why I think meditation again, I find it everywhere and it kept me going.
Yeah, I'm sure, because I mean that must have been a really grueling kind of shoot as well. Like, you know, I mean, obviously you know it's all in the realm of fiction, but I was joking with one of my friends, I was like, you know, this poor girl, she must be having post-train stress disorder rather than post-traumatic.
I do. My T is for trains.
Yeah, serious. Your T is for trains. Correct. See, she knows these things. So, tell us a little bit about, like, I mean, is that really something which bothers you now? Because you were saying that actually, like, you know, I mean, trains are sort of like a no-go zone for you now.
I mean, I know when we were doing promotions at the time, looking at trains, because we were going through all these junctions and, you know, like promoting, and it was all good fun, but it really brought back too many memories for me. So I am going through, I don't know, I don't think it's fair. I am doing drama now.
It's fine, you have to do drama. I know.
But yeah, no, it's all good, and it's bringing me so many good things, so I really have no complaints.
Yeah, and talking about good things, you know, I think a lot of us have so many memories attached with, you know, with trains actually. Good memories, not these kind of memories like where we're, you know, traveling back home, or we're traveling to our, you know, our grandparents' place for summer holidays or whatever. You know, it's one of those experiences. So, have you ever had those kind of train journeys? What were the snacks you used to take on trains?
So
what were those
it's
like?
a funny thing because I haven't been on a lot of train journeys. Once I was very young and I was going to Kolkata to meditate.
Oh,
with my family.
From the time you were very young.
Yeah, because my family has been into meditation. So even though we couldn't meditate, we were just a part of the group.
Oh, that's lovely.
So at that time, I remember getting sick on the train, and then straight. I think the next train journey for me was when I was traveling to Bombay. to participate in Prithvi Theatre. A festival was happening or something. So yeah, that was the second time. And uske alawa, I don't have a lot of memories from train rides.
So that's not something which is on your bucket list
No
of things
more.
to do.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
She's like, I'll just take a flight. It's fine. And of course, I mean, your train companions were very well trained also.
Nice one.
Which is obviously Lakshan and Raghav.
Yeah.
And they're like amazing. Like, I mean, Raghav is so hateable that he's likable.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I completely understand
you just
that.
like, I mean, God, like this guy is so like creepy. Like, I mean, he gets under your skin, but you guys have such a great relationship, off screen. So, tell us a little bit about that kind of vibe, and yeah.
So during the scenes, I have obviously known about Raghav since his TV days and everything. But I had never had the chance to work with him earlier. But I always knew him as a fun guy, the funny guy, and this easygoing guy. Cut to we meet on set during the scene, and I'm like, I don't know this person. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable, because he was so in the skin of his character that he would make you feel those things. I was like, oh my God, he's giving me, he's giving me the ick.
Yeah.
And then cut, and he's back to being the funny guy. I'm like, how is he doing this?
Yeah.
But he was just so good. Obviously we spent a lot of time together, and everybody was hanging out and having fun. So I understood that this whatever switch on off thing he's doing is working great for him. But I need to stay in the zone, because for him it's very easy to be funny and then obviously switch on back into character. But for me, I would still keep laughing and like, arey yaar, Tanya, let go.
Hate you.
Yeah, exactly. Any picture of us you will see will be me with a smile and him just being because he would really pull my leg. He would give me a tough time with those things where when the camera is not on him, he would be doing the weirdest things ever off camera, make my job so difficult. But I was so glad I had a friend in him because they were tough scenes that we were doing.
You need that
together.
lightness also,
Exactly.
right? Yeah.
So I loved that break that he would give me, and I mean I could just talk to him about anything, and he could sense that. He's also a very receptive guy and a very sensitive guy like that. So it was really nice because he's amazing at his craft, and also he's such a good human being. So it gave me that sort of comfort, I can also try things. I can be, if there's something that's not working for me, I can tell him. I can always address those issues with him. So I loved working with both of them, him and Lakshya. Lakshya is also the same.
And the thing is like that. What's interesting is that obviously in a movie like Kill, for example, you have this really like alpha male stud of a guy, basically, and like in something like a Toothbury, you have like a much more geeky, sweet kind of person. So in real life, what's a suitable boy for you? Is it the alpha male or is it like the geeky, sweet boy?
I think I'll go for the sweet boy.
Oh, really?
Always.
Oh, that's true. I was hoping you'll say alpha male.
Why?
So I can just say vicariously for you. Because it takes a lot of guts to take on the alpha males.
Yeah,
in life,
I know.
right?
Which is I can't. I can't. I'm sorry.
Let's leave it for the women who can kind of manage all of that. Like,
I don't know my way around them. I'm okay.
Very good. Sensible girls. You're a very sensible girl. So, and like I said, sensible person, very like grounded, down to earth. Comes from a family which is obviously very spiritual. So how have you really managed to kind of keep your core in this crazy world of Bollywood? Because it's not the easiest thing to do, and I know everyone is asking you that question, but I still haven't quite got the answer that I'm looking for, because it's not like the easiest thing, but you seem to be doing it very easily. Like how?
I don't really know what that means, because nothing in me has changed. And the people that I surround myself are the same. They don't see me any differently. The work that I do is just the work that I do. Doesn't have to do anything with who I am. So I think that just knowing that my work is different from who Tanya is and always will be, I think that's very important. So that I think has been I don't know, a helpful thing in me.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
and the people around me are really too kind. They bear up with me and they put up with everything that I throw at them.
please.
So no, seriously.
You're very easy to put up
No,
with, I'm sure.
it's a tough thing, yeah. No, it's I mean, you know, this industry can be a little crazy and can get to you at times, but the people around me have been really, really supportive.
Yeah.
So yeah, cheers to them.
Cheers
Thanks,
to
guys.
them. And also, I think another reason why you're able to kind of keep your head above water in a place like, you know, like in a place like this in the movie industry, I think a lot of things must also do with the fact that your base is still Delhi, your base is still home.
Absolutely.
So you still have that sort of
Yeah.
grounding factor in your life. And of course, Delhi is like the foodie capital in India. Everyone from Mumbai is going to kill me, but whatever. The truth is the truth, I suppose. So what makes you feel at home? Like when you go back from shooting and things like that to Delhi, what is that dish which makes you feel, okay, I'm home, I can chill, I don't have to be Tanya, the movie star right now, I can just enjoy my food.
The only thing, okay, I am a very boring person when it comes to food. I can eat the same thing every day. I mean, all my meals can be the same thing. And
Okay.
it's my mom makes this dal ka parantha
Oh.
and doodh chai. And I mean, it's a staple. It's a given. कि अच्छा Tanya, when you're coming home, what would you like to eat? They expect कि मैं कभी तो कुछ अलग बोलूँगी. I'm going to say something else, but no, it's the
Yeah.
same thing all the time. And I have that for breakfast every day. I can have that for lunch every day. I can have it for dinner every
See,
day.
you're very consistent.
I'm very,
See, boring
I'm
and
loyal.
consistent is like this fine line between the two.
Ayyo.
Ayo, correct. Ayo is right.
Yeah.
So when you're not being boringly consistent and you're like, okay, let me get out of my little cocoon at home and you want to go out and you want to try things in Delhi and you want to eat out with your friends, what are like the top places you go to?
Khan Market, any place in Khan Market, Big Chill, the bakery. Oh my god.
You're the second person who said that today.
Yeah? Today itself?
Yeah,
Oh my,
today.
who
Yeah.
was my other Delhi person? Yeah.
You have to watch all our episodes.
I will, I will, I will.
Sorry. This is top secret information.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would, okay. But see now, you know, Big Chill is for sure
Yeah.
a good one. So there used to be this American diner in IHC, but now they've revamped it and it's a different, like it's still in the same zone, but a different, like they call it something else. I don't remember what they call it anymore. But I think I go there not for the food but the vibe. Indian Habitat Center has the most amazing vibe. I think that's my favorite spot in Delhi. And then what else? Then you go local, no?
Yeah.
Then you go,
Say local also. What is your like, you know,
so,
your hot fave?
earlier on I used to love Sitaram ke chole bhature. I haven't had that in the longest time now. और कहा जा रहा है कि अब उतना नहीं रहा है quality. But I would still like to believe in my heart it's the same old thing that I used to have.
Sometimes the memory is better than the whatever.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's
I'm
okay.
happily living that memory.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, and when you first came to Bombay and you had to start like shooting and working out of here like on a more regular basis, what were the things that you were dying to try? Have you actually tried a lot of food in Mumbai, or you've just been too busy working and figuring out your career?
I've tried misal pav.
Yeah.
I've tried vada pav. I've tried Maharashtrian food from Nav Chaitanya. Has really good, like authentic Maharashtrian food.
So what's been the top of your list of all those?
Nav Chaitanya.
Yeah.
Nav Chaitanya I've loved. Then Tanjo. So good again. Like
Yeah.
a South Indian is so good.
Yeah. So are you a South Indian food
I love
fan?
South Indian.
Yeah. I think again like a lot of that's one of those.
It's a classic.
Yeah, it's
You
one of
can't
the
go wrong.
comfort food.
Yeah,
essentially,
exactly,
right?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, and so tell us the last thing that you said that you know, like a lot of times we'll say I would kill for a coffee, or I would kill for a chai, or I would kill for whatever. What is the last food item that you said I would kill for?
Chai.
I think it's all for like either you're a coffee or a chai person,
Yeah.
basically. And
Right now, even though I'm having coffee, my heart knows I could kill for a chai even right now.
we'll get you a chai.
No, it's fine.
No, she's like,
It's
"Oh,
very
chai,
specific,
chai."
okay?
Yeah.
It has to have adrak, it has to have elaichi, tulsi, all of those things. It has to be like, you know, like hug in a cup. वैसा वाला.
Oh, nice. I like that description. So, are you like one of those people who likes to like make your chai by yourself,
Yeah.
doesn't trust anyone else with it?
I have tried giving other people chances, but then I just feel so bad about the chai I'm having.
And then you have to pretend that you like it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, it's yummy. It's
Like
amazing.
even my mom hasn't been able to get it right now. But yeah, so I would rather make it on my own.
Yeah. Even I'm like that with my coffee. I don't
Yeah?
let anyone
Oh, you're a
else.
coffee person?
Yeah, I'm a full coffee person. I don't let anyone else touch it. Like even my husband keeps trying to make my coffee, and I'm like, you don't know. He's like, it's milk and it's water and it's sugar and coffee. But how difficult is it?
No.
It's not. It's not so simple, and it
I
just gets
can
your day started
Exactly.
right. Yeah.
You can set the tone.
Correct. Tell us about the kind of food on the sets and the experiences that you had bonding. I'm guessing on Kill, nobody really wanted to eat very much after any of those scenes. But other than Kill, where I'm assuming no one wanted to eat, what were the like set experiences on, like with set food and bonding? Obviously, Ishan is a big foodie, I think, right? Yeah.
But
So,
I mean, during Suitable, he was very particular about his diet. But everybody would be eating together. So that I think, just that only, no matter what is being served, but the fact that everybody's sitting together, just having fun, unwinding. I think food can be such a great source to unwind also, no? Where everybody's just serving each other something and there's just constant chatter going on. Suitable, I think, was one of the times where we bonded so much over food. On our days off, we would go out to eat. Lucknow, obviously, was shooting in Lucknow.
Yeah.
So every day off, we would be like out somewhere, exploring some place. Ki acha yahan ka suna hai kebab achhe hain. The vegetarians would just be stuck with us because they literally some places had nothing in veg food. One place we had gone to and वहाँ पे कुछ भी वेज नहीं था and they were literally told कि आप bread butter खा लो.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
To go all the way to Lucknow and be told that's like very sad. So since you've been to Lucknow and obviously tried out the cuisine, so give our viewers some tips on where to go in Lucknow. What did you enjoy eating the most there?
There is one place in Lucknow, a Dawat Khana, which is actually in somebody's home. So it's a very like a boutique hotel, but like restaurant kind of a thing. और वहाँ का anything, the nalli nihari, the kebabs, anything you have there is going to be outstanding. So yeah, if you're in Lucknow, please go check out Dawat Khana and you'll find the most amazing food there.
Very nice. See, so many recommendations you're giving us, and Tanya, obviously, like the fact that you managed to woo so many people in such a short span of time. But the thing is, it doesn't seem to be something which is very new to you actually, because you've been wooing people, I think, from your school days and because I was watching some other interview of yours where someone tried to carve their name into your ribs.
Wow, you've really done your research.
I was like, oh my God, this sounds very scary. That's
creepy behavior.
That is creepy behavior, correct. Yeah. But were there any happier incidents of, you playing flames with someone, and, whatever, those kind of sweet, this college and school romance kind of things,
of course,
basically.
There was. Nothing ever materialized into anything.
What's rubbish? Nothing?
Never.
Oh.
I grew up under the shadow of my siblings. Like, it was always a known fact that Tanya has older siblings in the school.
How many siblings do you have?
So I grew up in a joint family. So I have 3 siblings, and 2 brothers and 1 sister. Older sister, 1 older brother, and 1 younger brother who is 6 feet tall.
Oh,
so obviously
that's a big family.
That's a big family.
Wow.
So it was always a given कि Tanya के अगर आसपास भी आओगे तो it'll her brother will get to know and then you're in for trouble. So yeah, nothing ever would materialize, but हाँ अपने आप में ही खुश हो जाती थी flames खेल के M आया है F आया है.
Sweet, and obviously it's not surprising because like I wanted to actually start the interview with this, like killer eyes, killer skin, killer god. That's oh please, what rubbish. So what's the secret to that? What's the secret to maintaining this great avatar of yours, which is like
I don't.
Don't tell me you're one of those people who doesn't do anything. That will be very sad.
No, that's not true. I have gone through like terrible acne वगैरह का phase. I still have those bouts. So I used to have really bad skin. My sister has been blessed with the good genes in our family. But
please,
not me.
What are you saying? Look at this face. She's like literally like some like doe-eyed deer who has come out of the forest and is joining us at our table.
But see, I have no contribution to this whatsoever. So thanks, Amma Appa, for the good deeds. Thanks, Maniktala Khandan. But no, I have been going to the dermat. I would not say I have a very good diet because, as you can see, but still,
and ice cream for lunch always very good for great skin. Very good. I personally love it a lot. Who cares if it's good for your skin?
It's good for your heart. It's good for the heart. If you're happy from the inside, I think it'll show.
Yeah.
So I think I focus on being happy from the inside. And बाकी जो भी हो रहा है.
Yeah, true.
Let's try something else.
Yes, and why don't you try this actually? That's
the burrata.
The burrata. And talking about the fact, I didn't realize you come from such a huge family basically. I mean, which is, I've always envied people like that because I'm an only child. Please go for it. And so obviously family meal times in a
Oh, yeah.
joint family must be like something else. So tell us a little bit about that. Like growing up, what was that like?
Oh, that was the bestest part, I think, of being in the Maniktala family, because everybody would have such a different like food choice, and on the table you'd see there's one dish for every person in particular.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was a very picky eater, okay, so I wouldn't be adjusting like nahi mujhe nahi khana. I want my dal ki parauthi or something. And I wouldn't eat vegetables growing up. So for me, there'll be like a whole different thing. Then for my brothers, my older brother has been very easygoing with his food and everything.
So how many dishes would there be on this table at any
So if we
given?
are 10 people, the mothers would be the most accommodating.
Yeah.
Because they have
Wow.
to do all the work. So
Yeah.
the mothers would, I think there'll be at least 4 or 5 dishes at least.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's like some really hardcore
There'll be
food.
one gravy, there'll be one dry sabzi, then there'll be, no, at least 2 gravies, then one dry sabzi, something or the other for like one kid, some other non-veggie thing for me,
Yeah.
and all of those things.
Wow, you have a very
Yeah.
accommodating family, I have to say.
The mothers have been very sweet.
Yeah, like you have
thanks,
so
right.
many dishes like on the table for each meal. That's quite something.
But
know,
it was
so-
for everybody, no? So that
but you also got what you needed to essentially. So Tanya, what is really next for you now? You've actually like got the eye of all the biggies in the industry, basically, whether it's Karan Johar or whoever else, essentially. So what is the next course for Tanya in Bollywood? She's going to sip and think about it. Yeah.
there was already something underway. So we are currently wrapping up that. So there's a series that has been announced already. It's called Pan Parda Zarda. It's being directed by Gurmeet Singh sir. So that has been a lot of fun. So that is currently what we're working on, and apart from that, I'm still, like I told you, I was in the middle of a narration, so let's see what happens next.
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be great things that happen for you, because obviously you're such a, I think a lot of people have told you, you're such a breath of fresh air really in an industry where we see a lot of the sameness essentially.
Thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so breath of fresh air, and thank you for joining us at our table today, even though you've not eaten very much.
I'm waiting for the cameras to cut so I can actually.
You're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to pretend that you're going to eat.
Oh shit!
And I forgot to comment about your lovely nail polish.
I'm sporting some red for kill. Otherwise, I'm not a nail paint girl. Like not on my fingers at least, on my hands. I'll wear it on my toes, but I had to wear something for kill. So
yeah,
there
and I'm liking it. I like the round is coming out basically. And I wanted to actually ask you a little bit more about A Suitable Boy also, because I think that was such a breakthrough role for you really. That was when the world had its eyes on you in more ways than one. Everyone was like, who is this girl with the eyes? Ayo. Her name is Ayo. She's the girl with the eyes. But everyone was like suddenly like, oh my gosh, who is this girl? Because like I don't think people had seen what you could do. It was just like that, like just the image of you only was enough to sort of make that impact. Like I remember when I saw it first, I was like, who is this girl? Like because such a different look and things like that. So tell us a little bit about how life changed for you, how that was like sort of a seminal moment really for you.
That I was no longer inclined towards my academics.
Oh really?
I was
That's
actually
not the answer I was expecting.
I was actually going for my masters right before Suitable, and we thought, okay, we'll do this one thing, Suitable Boy, and uske baad I'll go back to my masters, because nobody in my family really is into this industry, and even I wasn't quite inclined towards the idea of acting. Suitable I did for the love of the book and for the love of Meera Naya, and just really trying my hand at things. I really did not think anything was going to happen post that. But all of a sudden there was so much attention on everything that I was doing and everything that was happening on Suitable and everything, like what the next choice is going to be. There was so much pressure, and it was great pressure. I had TIFF work out for me, I had BAFTA work out for me, and then all of a sudden I was just like, okay, what do I do next? Like everybody is anticipating, okay, what's happening next, and that
it's a scary place to be.
That is a very
right?
scary place, because I never thought I would be in this line of work, number one. And now that I am, how do I make the right choice? Like what is the right choice? So I was doing things, I was saying yes to everything, which I think was just Tanya trying to grapple the idea that she, like people can believe in her and people can see her on the screen. So that I think worked out for me, also didn't work out for me. But yeah, I mean, the biggest change I think internally that happened was I started believing in myself that okay, I can be here, I
Yeah.
can do this,
Yeah.
I do belong here,
Yeah.
and I do enjoy it, so why not?
And that's actually a tough position to come to, right? It takes a lot of like overcoming self doubt, and there's a lot of like really gnarly stuff you have to deal with, like so when you have those overwhelming moments, like when I have overwhelming moments, I eat basically. I think a lot of people do. So is that something that you look for, like in terms of comfort food, or how do you deal with the uncomfortable emotions? Like emotional eating is obviously not a good thing, but
It happens. It has to be. I mean, we have to talk about that because that does happen.
Yeah.
And the more I think the more like negative emotions you equate with food, I think your body also starts accepting it that way. So I would never want to think of my food as my cheat meal. I think I indulge in food because it gives me comfort and it's feeding me and it's nourishing me. So thank you.
And food is always there, right?
Yeah,
to comfort you.
exactly.
I mean, people may not be there sometimes, not because they don't want to be,
Yeah,
but like in the
exactly.
sense they're just not around, or the situation. So what is that comfort food for you?
Maggie.
You're my kind of lady. When I first came to Bombay, I only ate Maggie for 6 months because I had convinced myself it's very healthy. I was like, I'm eating very healthy today. Because when you come back home and you're tired, and I'm sure you can identify that, and you've had a tough day, and you're new to a place and all of that. So, Tanya, talking about emotions and not being able to handle them. Do you have She's actually blushing. Her face is flaming. She's like, what should I write down now? Should I carve it on the table?
I'll tell you in secret.
Yeah. So, do you have a suitable boy in your life also?
I have suitable people in my life.
Oh wow, I love this.
Thanks,
I think now we can, like someone was just telling me before this interview, one of my ex-boyfriends used to whatever. So I was like, one of my ex-boyfriends, it's a great life. I love that. I was like, you're my kind of lady. And I love this, that, but I have many favorite and suitable people. So who are these suitable people? How do you juggle them in the middle of all your suitable roles?
I don't know what she is interpreting out of that, but
it's not like that. Oh, I thought you're seeing many people types. What? You can be. Hello. Aren't you like Gen Z and all of that? So
I mean, I'm still very old school romantic when it comes to that.
Very sweet. Okay, so then what is the answer to the question?
What do I say? Arey yaar, my face is going to start turning red.
Is it someone we know?
How would I know?
So there is someone we know.
How would I know? No, but there is somebody.
Oh,
so that is it. That's where I'm leaving it at. Thanks, guys. Now I'm going to hide behind my coffee.
Okay, I mean, yes.
Guys, I'm honestly getting warm, now my face is
Okay, we'll let you chill and have a sip of iced coffee, and I'm going to ask you a very, very simple and straightforward question now. So, nothing scary. Okay, so other than this suitable person, that's the last reference I'm going to make it. Who is the person you most enjoy having a meal with? And also the co-star of yours who's the biggest foodie?
Okay, the person that I enjoy eating the most with has to be my sister.
Aww.
Because there's so much shared laughter, shared stories, and just, like, I don't know, it's always a fun meal when she's around. And my biggest foodie co-actor, I think Laksh was definitely a foodie.
He's so amazingly fit.
Because he would wake up, if he had a 4 a.m. roll call, he would be in the gym at 2 a.m.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He also,
I don't think I can be friends with such people.
Exactly. That is why we didn't like him, because he would spoil us all with food.
Oh, like so you didn't like him?
No, no, please don't say that.
That's our tagline for the whole thing.
No, we used to love him because he would get us the most amazing food. So Amritsar's schedule was just about food for us. There was Amritsari Khana, obviously is yum. There was kulfa every night, like post pack up. He would get us like some tandoori chicken, पता नहीं कहाँ का क्या खाना लेके आ रहा था वो. और फिर हम लोग तो सो रहे होते थे and then he would still be very diligent about his workout. He was like, "नहीं, I have to do this thing," and he would make sure that he did that thing. Even though all of us would just kind of excuse ourselves out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, I mean
So
obviously whatever he is doing is working for him because like I mean that's like some real like killer fitness basically. So
but he did enjoy food, so that was a great thing. You know, somebody who can really enjoy food and then also take care of themselves. And not make themselves feel bad about it.
Correct. That's the perfect balance. And are you someone who's like very into? I mean, I know that aside from the ice cream for lunch, is like fitness a part of your life at all, or you just naturally blessed like this, like workout and this?
Now
and that
it has become
okay,
and it's more to do with not just fitness, but just when you're shooting for such long hours. Initially, I think I overestimated how much my body can endure, but it does take a strain on you physically. Like there's so many injuries happening. Every set I was getting injured on. Like I remember Suitable way, I had this really bad ligament tear. I couldn't walk. So a lot of scenes you will see have been choreographed in a way where I am sitting and everybody around me is walking. And then every set I was going, like every other shoot, I would have some injury or something. So I realized that my body is not able to take the strain of these long hours. So not just as a weight loss goal or something, but just to keep yourself fit, and you know, like it also helps you with your mental health. I really think that for me at least. So that now I have inculcated into my life. So now I do prioritize working out. It makes me happy now. So it's still not about achieving a certain body goal or something, but it's more to do with would I be able to endure, and will my body be able to keep going?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Tooth Pari was also like a big favorite with your fans and things like that. So when was the last time you had love at first bite?
Oh, love at first bite. Oh wait.
Not a human.
Oh shit, that's out of the question now. So I'll really have to think. That was first by, I think when during the promotions of Kill, we had landed in Delhi and the boys wanted chole bhature. And I don't remember the place we went to, but I think it was somewhere in Kamla Nagar. And there was this one chole bhature wala.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
it was love at first bite.
Yeah, it was like a cross promotion of Kill and Tooth Pari, and it was like, it all kind of came together. And thank you so much for this killer conversation, Tanya. You've been such a good sport, and I'm sorry I made you blush and go hard under the collar. Not so much. Sorry, not sorry, basically. Yeah. So, but it was great to have you on this show, and thank you so much for making the time for us on this very rainy
It's
Mumbai
such good
day.
weather, no?
Really? Okay.
I mean, for
food, yes, that's true. But it's good weather to have food at home tucked under your blanket, basically.
I would again go for Maggie, so I would rather be here and enjoy this meal with you. Thank you.
Very sweet. So thank you, Tanya, so much for joining us on this very gloomy kind of day, and you have brightened up our day with your sweet blushing cheeks, basically. So thank you so much for that. And as always, आते रहिए,
खाते रहिए,
पूछते रहिए, खाने में क्या है?
खाने में क्या है? It's such good weather, no?
Really? Okay.
I mean, for
food, yes, that's true. But it's good weather to have food at home tucked under your blanket, basically.
I would again go for Maggie, so I would rather be here and enjoy this meal with you. Thank you.
Very sweet. Thank you. And we have a tagline which you have to say. So, आते रहिए,
खाते रहिए,
पूछते रहिए. Oh, she already knows. Excuse me, I know everything. So, and then खाने में क्या है? Okay, so we'll do it once and we'll see if it's fine. Then we'll. Okay.